My Top Chef watching is getting into my dreams now.
Oh, okay. Tell me more.
I had like the biggest one of this year. I was naked in front of judges' table, and Kristen asked me, "This, Sebe, is how you wanted to start the show?" So I couldn't tell if she was offended or interested, but I told her, "If you cry, I'll cry."
Because she's going to cry. And then y'all are both crying.
We're having fun.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Please pack your knives and go.
Welcome, everybody, to But I'll Take a Pinot Grigio, a Top Chef pairing. I am Jeff, the hospitality industry and culinary expert. And with me, of course, is my friend Sunday, a multifaceted expert in her own right.
Ooh.
And she's got the biz, I believe.
This is new.
So,
multifaceted is new. Yes. Sunday, pop culture professor, self-proclaimed expert on many things, not all things, but producing is one. Jeff and I just did a whole back and forth just now where we had to start over a couple of times. Also, for the record,
Lots of hats for this engineer.
finger guns universally means go.
Yes.
So just saying. So the business. You guys, we've got a really fun big week. So obviously Vanderpump Rules, vintage stuff. But tomorrow we are interviewing this fun, like a TikTok reality star. His name is E-Money. It's like Ethan Cohen. And that'll be next week, but come back for that because he is hilarious and he does all these like raps about Vanderpump Rules. And I think he's going to be really clever. And he's got some like insight into reality TV. He's going to give us some like insider baseball stuff. And of course, the Ladies of London is Thursdays. That's starting to wind down. So be on the lookout. I think Emily and I are going to pick up In the City and be on the listen for like us to look at the trailer and stuff. And our Last Chance Kitchen and our mini episodes and all of that comes on Wednesday. And this was some confusion about who was going because as you're about to hear, this week was kind of an upset about who's going home, you. So this week is really chock full and it's going to be super fun. So keep coming back. Find us on Instagram, find us on TikTok, find us on YouTube at Take a Pinot Pod. Business concluded.
And?
What? I don't know. What and?
Sometimes there's an and.
Okay, no, probably not, but I can't guarantee there's no and. So
all right, well here we are, Top Chef episode 7, desserts fit for a queen.
Yes.
There are 9 contestants left, which means
restaurant wars are nigh.
It's coming up.
That's right. Restaurant wars are nigh.
All right, to catch us up, we've got Jen getting threatened about staying or going.
Yeah.
We're going whole hog barbecue. We had Seeger's Battle of Righteousness versus a Tasty Plate. Lawrence crushes with his pork loin trio. An awesome whole hog picnic happens, and Seeger packs his knives and goes.
Yes, but remember too, and I will say this, I'm recording this having not watched this week's Last Chance Kitchen, but remember last week it was like an upset because Seeger left, but he did not come to Last Chance Kitchen, so there's like some brouhaha about what's going to happen. So I do not believe we've seen the last of him. So
right.
Stay tuned.
Well, we'll get into our LCK. We'll get into it.
That's Wednesday. Y'all come back.
We open in the apartment again. Dwayne and Lawrence talking about their confidence, where they are. I mean, this is halfway. They're pretty much halfway.
And
so it's a good time to start checking in with each other.
I would really like to take this moment in halfway to rescind my initial snottiness about the pretentiousness of these folks because this exchange, hear me out before I get I told you, Sadie.
I'm just enjoying it. I'm just enjoying myself.
This exchange right here really revealed like two people who are highly skilled, highly talented, really like worried about how they can do their best. And like these two are my favorite. Dwayne and Lawrence are like they're the outset winners, I think, or projected to win. So I really like this exchange because it just kind of showed that there is still amount of humility still happening.
Oh yeah, well, extremely, because they're not even talking about how pumped they are about themselves. It's about who they're representing. She's talking about representing women, representing her Vietnamese heritage. Lawrence was the one that kind of got covered, I think, just last week. Pretty well in the first beginning of the show. Now Dwayne's getting a little, so maybe they're building these folks up to the folks we need to see more.
Dwayne, if you're listening, don't put so much pressure on yourself.
Oh, she's a natural star.
I know. Winning this for like representing all the Vietnamese chefs, the female chefs, your family, that is too much pressure to put on yourself. Like you are going to shine no matter what. You're not letting anybody down. And that is just like women do this, but like she's just like carrying all of this legacy around with her. And I just want to be like, no, girl, you're doing fine. Just one day after the next.
She tries. She's trying real hard, though.
Yeah, she is. She is.
All right, we're opening up in the kitchen with Kristen. Before we talk about where we are in the outfit remarks, okay,
for sure. But so she's in this rocking chair,
on Kristen,
right? So she's rocking back and forth, and she's like, we're gonna like have a taste of the country. But let me tell you, nothing says taste of the country like real slick leather pants and pointy boots. Okay, like she's looking real country.
Howdy.
Exactly. Look at the cast of Hee Haw is going to come out. No, girl, you look like you are like downtown Julie Brown right now. Like, fine. I like it. That's kids ask your parents.
Ask your dance party parents about that.
But yeah, so she just it looked a little out of place because sometimes she goes on theme. This doesn't feel like it was on theme a little bit.
No, we've got the Cracker Barrel challenge coming up and a very interesting Spawn Con.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say both. I've been recently.
Yes.
To a Cracker Barrel, but also it's a messy place for me. It's a messy past.
I'll say this. I tell this to my students all the time. You can be critical of things that you love.
Yeah.
Right? Cracker Barrel is a staple. My wife loves it so much. But it has a bit of a problematic past. We'll let you guys go and do the Google. But it does seem an interesting pairing for Bravo and Top Chef to collaborate with this particular brand. But that's all I'll say about it.
But it's interesting.
Surprising. I'll add that adjective. It's surprising.
All right. Well, this is our quick fire. We're talking about Cracker Barrel food. Pancakes with the crispy edges.
Yeah. What do you like to eat at Cracker Barrel? What's your favorite thing?
Just some good fried chicken. Just keep it very simple. Some greens, some potatoes, some fried chicken, and some cornbread.
Oh, yeah. It's the hash brown casserole for me. Extra well done.
I'll tell you, the biggest thing for Cracker Barrel personally was about 1997. They stopped just leaving pitchers of tea on the table.
How dare they?
I remember the trip when this first started. And at the time, I thought I was real big on Cracker Barrel, probably.
Yeah.
And, we used to go near a casino. Always stop at Cracker Barrel in the morning. And one day...
In the morning, after being at the casino all night.
Could not leave the pitcher. And I could not believe it. I was like, something's wrong with Cracker Barrel.
Policy changed on you.
But they're cooking up a complete day of meals there.
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel is the inspiration. And then, also some new Sunday classics.
Yeah. I mean, do we believe that Kristen eats at Cracker Barrel? I looked it up. She's from Michigan. Do they have Cracker Barrel in Michigan?
I bet so, but I don't think she would go often.
It doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel like a good fit.
So you want to tell us who they bring out?
Yes.
This is a little more in your department.
That's right. This is Bravo. So all of the Bravo shows are cousins. And they bring out Madison LeCroy, who is my absolute favorite from Southern Charm, and my less favorite, Craig Conover. And if you have ever, tuned into any kind of Bravo chat or gossip session, you know that Craig Conover has been in the news in the last few years because he had a very salacious and public breakup. But this was a strange pairing. It did not seem like these two were like the natural fit to come together. But I like that Madison was kind of the more outspoken. She didn't go as hard as she goes on the show. Like, she's a real like firecracker. But Craig, he makes pillows. That's his thing too. So maybe he had a little bit of an edge on. Yeah.
I wonder if you can find those in a Cracker Barrel country store.
That might be the connection that we have been looking for. But yes, this was interesting that they chose these two folks. And so I am always here for Madison LeCroy. I love her very much. Hey, Madison, how you doing?
What up, Madison? She's got them picking teams in a different way.
Yeah.
They're not doing like kickball on the ground where they're just last person left.
Mm-mm.
They're drawing not knives, but
from the peg game.
Yep. Giggle.
They gotta pull a peg instead. I apologize for...
You on a Friday night.
Yeah, that's right. It's the name of my sex tape.
We've got teams by color. Orange, Oscar, Lawrence, and Sherry, the international team.
That's
Oscar
right.
calls it. Yellow, we got the twins and Anthony. And green, we got Jen and Justin with Dwayne.
Right.
Everybody's happy. We're all getting together.
Yeah. This is the first time the twins have been on the same team, which they wound up on the same team later, too, right? Yeah. So it's interesting to see their dynamic as they kind of have to work in the same space. Apparently, and I know twins are not the same person, Jeff, but apparently they have two very different skill sets.
Yeah, I would think so. It seems like
because as the show kind of goes on, where one is sort of in awe of the other or afraid to compete with the other one, it kind of comes out that they have very different learning and professional stuff.
We'll get into who each one is in a little bit. Probably.
Well, I won't. I will say twin 1 and twin 2. So
there you go.
Keep it moving.
I like this though. So 45-minute relay. You've got 15 minutes each if you want. However you want to split it up. One person goes when they're done. The next person goes.
$12,000 on the line.
Yeah. It's pretty neat. They might do it later in the seasons too, but like a prep relay, like they would just dice a bunch of onions. Next person goes.
Oh.
Preps a couple chickens, next person goes, and like you really get to see people like
it kind of seemed like it was gonna go that way when they started having conversations about batter and stuff, and I would have liked to seen a little bit more execution in that way, because how they plotted out, which they didn't have a whole lot of time, I guess, but like, okay, I'm using this batter, or I'm chopping this, or I'm doing this, so I thought that was kind of clever, but I would have loved to see how they kind of executed that particular like a relay, because that's what it is. It's like a relay race, and they're handing the baton off to one to another.
Exactly.
Before we move on though, Madison, who lives in Charleston, that's where Southern Charm is filmed, she says we're fixing for a twist. That's not a thing we say, right? No, like we're fixing to have a twist.
Maybe.
But like, or like I'm fixing to
be a
food.
twist.
Yeah. But like that was just a strange thing, and it felt really wouldn't come out of her mouth, but I don't know. They were probably very contractually limited to what they could say and do and be here. Yeah,
they fired up pretty quick. What they're going to be doing.
We learned that there's going to be competing BLTs here.
Fried green tomato BLTs, absolutely. Justin's talking corned beef hash that's going to get fried.
Yeah. I mean, when he said it, I was like, hell yeah, give me some corned beef hash. That is the food of my youth.
Yeah.
But as he kind of starts to unfold his execution, I'm kind of like, well, we'll see.
Yeah, it goes a little hard for sure on that beef. Brandon's got a hash brown egg Benedict. Hollandaise, you see him do a great 4-egg flip. Yeah. That's great.
I was really worried, as was the rest of the cast.
I've seen, I think, about a dozen go at once. It's tough to go. Like, that's a good skill right there to have.
How big of a pan do you have to flip a dozen eggs?
2 sizes up from that one.
Okay, got it. A lot of pan size talk this episode. We talked a lot about how big the pans were, y'all. Riveting stuff.
It is. Oscar's doing like a flan pancake with blackberries. Like a corn cake, got this special cane sugar he's talking about.
Never been to Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, good for him. That's great.
I mean, yes, but that does feel like it puts him on his back foot, though, a little bit, though, because, Cracker Barrel has a very specific, the grease tastes like something.
If not for one person in my life, I do not go to Cracker Barrel.
I know, you're such a dutiful family member, but it does seem like it puts you on your back foot a little bit. If you don't have
They're pretty loose in the interpretation.
Well, some of them are.
I say that before, like, help me out here. Exactly what are we... Like, what is the tie-in?
Some of them are going real fast and loose with what they're doing.
Here was where we have the 2 fried green tomato BLTs with Sherry doing, like she's talking shrimp and crab. And if you've been to Cracker Barrel a bunch, you're like, what's happening?
Yeah, Cracker Barrel has a shrimp and crab bisque.
Do I want a crab special at Cracker Barrel when I walk in, do you think?
I don't know. My dad used to say, don't ever eat seafood unless you can look out the window and see the ocean.
Yeah.
So, but she solves it. She definitely solves it.
Yeah. I kind of wish I was getting more from the Southern Charm people. Like they had little comments, and I'm like, "What's going on?"
They were on their best behavior. I imagine like a Bravo exec pulled them aside and said, "Listen, y'all motherfuckers better act right. Don't go into those people's houses and act a fool. Y'all eat the food. You say thank you, ma'am, and you bring a gift.
Think about the potential pillow sales."
Exactly. Like they were on their best behavior because these two people have acted a straight fool many of episodes.
On Bravo.
Yes.
You don't say.
Yes. I mean, that's the brand, right?
Our next round, we got Lawrence doing his chicken tendies, which, it looks like, I'm just going to say, with about 5 or 6 minutes left, he gets them out of the fryer. I'll just leave that as right there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's you need a thermometer, right? Like,
well, yeah, they have thermometers.
That's what I'm saying, though. And for him to like forego
with minutes left, that's what I mean. Yeah,
that was a real play.
But Kristen does look at him much like she did in my dream, like I was talking about. When it comes up there, like, did you happen to check this before? Oh, and that's just not
that.
If you hear that tone for a second, no,
like that's
that's raw as hell. That doesn't mean it's slightly underdone. That means you got raw chicken up there.
Yeah,
no, thank you.
You can't eat raw chicken.
It sounded interesting though. The 5 spice, like butter.
What are the 5 spices? If you had to guess,
star anise, clove, cinnamon, Sichuan peppercorn, and fennel seed.
How do you know that off the top of your head? Did he say it?
No, I just know that.
That seems like a strange combination for a chicken tendy.
Clove? Oh, it sounds great. Yeah.
Cinnamon?
I mean, that's a very common blend, the 5 spice thing.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. But
I've made brownies with it. It's awesome.
Brownies are a different food area than chicken tendies. I want it to be garlic powder and onion powder.
They're both batters.
Sure.
I'm just telling you, it's versatile. It's good.
Sure. I will. It remains to be seen.
Okay, so does Jen reusing somebody's batter for some oysters?
Well, thank goodness.
Doesn't look well.
Thank goodness she didn't go first, and she like tainted the batter with the oysters. But right,
there is no one after her, so why not just make a new batter? I mean, it doesn't take long. I wish she would have because it sounded great. I mean, lemon pepper and oysters together. I'm definitely down. Green corn. I liked all the elements of this dish here
individually. Yeah, for sure.
I wish he had started over. Like I said, though, Jonathan doing some beef, like it looks like Justin probably should have, like, doing a smothered steak real quick, makes a bourbon gravy, which
like a pan gravy. And again, Jeff is like poison the well for me. I just watch them having to forcefully narrate what they're doing out loud while they're sweating and gritting their teeth.
This dish, what is this at Cracker Barrel? What's the play on dinner at Cracker Barrel right now?
Maybe, like twice fried. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
That was great. Doing a bourbon gravy. All right. Wait. Cracker, I mean, what is?
I said
it's pretty loose, like we said.
I said this while we were watching too. Sometimes when you get so close to it, you can't really like discern the individual molecularness of it. Like if I'm writing on the board in my class, like I will misspell something a million times because I'm so close to it. But if I back up, I can see like the larger mistakes or context of it. I think that's what's happening. They got super close to it and are looking at it so molecularly that they could not kind of like connect it to the larger theme.
Yeah, a little lost in the sauce.
Yes,
as we say.
Indeed.
So the greens on the bottom, that's Jen, Justin, but Dwayne had the best one.
Well, yeah, hers was Craig's favorite too. Yeah. Like she liked it too.
Orange had the best, including Oscar's pancake.
I don't like for them to talk about batter being too wet.
You don't like a wet batter?
No. That makes me feel gross in my stomach.
Not. No.
Yeah.
But yellow ends up winning, so the twins and Anthony all get $4,000 apiece just for a few minutes of making some quasi Cracker Barrel.
And they they told Lawrence straight up to his face in front of everybody else, if you had cooked your chicken better, you would have won. Just straight up. Nobody, fuck y'all, the rest of y'all. I know y'all worked hard, but Lawrence, man, it would have been yours. It was yours to lose.
If Tom's there, it gets mentioned 72 times in this show.
Right.
Like it got mentioned 3 or 4 times without Tom being around there. Who likes to repeat things?
Yeah, he's like a dog with a particular bone. He really goes in.
We got Supergirl in the house.
Yeah.
You're a big fan?
I mean, yes. Supergirl is DC canon. Like, even if it's like the worst show ever, you have to lay your eyes on it just to get a sense of it. But more recently, and they said this, she's on this show called Waterfront, which Carla and I watched. Really good. I think it's actually set in South Carolina, too, on a surprise, waterfront town.
Not just a play on words.
Not just a play on words. But what's important to know about this woman is that she is a super fan.
Yes.
Day one.
Big time.
Super fan.
But quickly, we get some more Charlotte history because it's relevant that it was named after Queen Charlotte. We know it's the Queen City.
That's right.
It was 258 years ago now. A significant number.
Yes, that's right. Also, it's giving Bridgerton vibes. There is a Queen Charlotte.
I was going to say, there is a Queen Charlotte
in Bridgerton. Yes. And, you know, she loved dessert, but...
Decadent.
Yes.
Decadent dessert.
Don't nobody love dessert. Everybody's like, ugh, this shit.
No. A dessert challenge gets the crew every time. There's usually at most like 4 or 5 people who really know how to do them because they're working on savory stuff 90% of the time.
But like, is it so hard to shift gears between savory and sweet? Like,
I think a lot of people genuinely don't enjoy it that much.
Is it because there's
really
so much
comes out here,
like science to the baking? Like, there's a real precision to baking that maybe is not to other things.
Just skew more savory. So I mean, not wanting to bake, do the scientific stuff, wait on things, develop flavor in a completely different way. It's different for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin is liking it the least.
Yeah.
Really,
I enjoy his humor because he's like, oh my God, I love dessert so much. And the producer's like, really? He's like, no, absolutely not. So I enjoy his sort of deadpan. You and him have that in common where you're like, is Jeff kidding? I'm not sure.
No, I do have to tell people.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
And I don't know where all this is going. Like the 258th anniversary.
Nowhere.
Yeah, the 250th, they made 30 sheet cakes. And it stretched out this far. Anyway, Top Chef's been on 20 years.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Well, I mean, the production assistant who typically like does these, sometimes they are on the money, right? Like they are really on point.
We went all in on Kristen's look. We forgot to get the cue cards together.
That's right.
Just put some numbers in there. We'll make it work.
But so the 20th anniversary versus like Charlotte's anniversary. And then Queen Charlotte, desserts, it's a party.
For the Superfans.
It's a super party.
Right. All right.
That's right. That's how you got there. That's how we got there.
Well, they've got the power in their hands. 60 Superfans coming in. They're going to pick the winner.
Yeah. Is that unusual to let the, the normies?
It'll happen a few times.
Okay.
Or at least a couple times in each season. I mean, it definitely has happened before.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon and Jonathan are very hot to trot, especially about the Nana pudding here. On the opposite side,
someone else on this podcast really loves the banana pudding.
We all love banana pudding.
Everybody loves banana pudding.
Huge fans of banana
pudding. You're a Nilla wafer banana pudding, yes?
I am. Shout out to my friend Wafey out there. This is your Nilla. You know who you are.
Okay, yeah, you know who you are.
In Nilla wafer land. Justin over there, who could care less, as we said, is just got the ambrosia salad, and he looks like he doesn't give...
is
2 shits,
the
maybe?
worst. So we were just talking about sort of my very
I have a better idea.
Tightly evangelical upbringing. And so anytime we had any kind of potluck, someone who brought the ambrosia was like, that was the laziest shit. Nobody ever ate it. The textures were so weird. Don't let it sit out under the lights too long because it's a sweaty mess.
A hazard, I think they call that.
Why would this man pick ambrosia? Did he not know what it was?
I think he thinks it's some weird thing that nobody would like, really. So he sees it as a challenge. Like he's going to take it, make something with it. I think that was some intention, but his excitement never really caught up to it.
No, he was real bummed the whole time.
Yeah. Oscar's not pumped. He's like, we're not going to the market. I've got to get stuff in here. Mm-hmm. He's rubbing his head. I think he is what my godmother used to say, confused about folks. He
is indeed. He is emotionally and spiritually out of sorts, as he said, and which is funny because we just watched an episode of Vanderpump Rules in which the Toms were both talking about being emotionally and spiritually out of sorts. So nice little connection there. I want to say this too really quick.
Okay.
Of all of these desserts that are like, quote, Southern desserts, I did not know half of them.
No, I don't think
never
they
heard of
are
them.
that. I mean, I guess they're just more decadent, and they're. I guess along with the numbers, you're going to get a zany lineup of desserts.
Like I know a tres leche, obviously.
You can't go to North Carolina without having Moravian sugar cake. No?
Yeah, I mean, like that's just like rote or a sonker. What I looked it up because I thought that a sonker was like a buckle, right? Like that there was a situation that was kind of like buckle and cobbler and sonker are the same thing. It is not. I guess a sonker is closer to a cobbler.
Cobbler
and that
means
it's like
fruit tart.
Yeah, and like sunken in, and it's like a denser situation. I don't know. I ain't never heard of none of them. Atlantic Beach Pie. I don't know her.
I do know her.
You do?
Yeah.
What is the equivalent to it? If you had to like akin it to something that
key lime.
Oh, okay. Well, I know a key lime.
Right. Yeah, similar to that, just a different flavor.
So not a key lime pie then.
Yeah, but very much like the same structure and textures and all that.
With a graham cracker and like a citrus middle
Right.
Okay, Atlantic Beach Pie, I guess. Okay, fine. I've just never heard of it. What the fuck is a Moravian? I just wrote, nope. Nope.
Anthony's got an apple stack. I know that one. He's talked about Pennsylvania Dutch food, and this is like classic Pennsylvania Dutch stuff.
Who made the sample products?
Oh, the Uncrustables?
Yes.
Those were 3 Uncrustables,
It looked like a white bread sandwich.
That was...
Who made that?
I don't know.
That's shameful.
That had to be a toy.
It was rough. It looked like what I give to Shep when I make him a peanut butter and jelly, and I mix the peanut butter and jelly together and have to cut the crust off. That's what it looked like. It looked like they just handed him a Sunbeam with peanut butter and jelly. It was not great.
I mean, the one that Oscar grabbed, the sugar cake, like we said, he even calls it the ugly duckling. Like, nobody wanted, like, this thing's sad. Let me see if I can spruce it up a little bit.
We noticed they left some real, like, potential on the table.
It looked like it. Like strawberry cake.
Strawberry cake?
Come on.
What are you doing? Like, that is the jam right there. But they all went, like, one twin, whoever, chocolate chess pie. That felt familiar. I knew that one.
Yeah.
And Dwayne had a caramel cake, which...
That dude said he couldn't make pie dough. I bet he could.
I don't know. In 15 minutes?
I bet he could.
Yeah, okay. All right. I mean, I'd have never tried it, but...
Yeah, Dwayne gets a fave of the area here, a caramel cake.
Man.
And is going to do a Vietnamese spin on it. Interesting.
Maybe? Sure, had it worked out. But she has this real low-key flex. She was like, yeah, I was working in a restaurant in Paris, and I did this. Okay.
You just said you were going to soften on people talking about
where they... slipped it in.
You just said that.
I know, but she slipped it in.
You opened the show talking about that.
She slipped it in. I just wrote, okay, low-key flex.
We got a big update on Justin. He's just going to make some cherry jello or whatever.
Sure. I mean, just slap it all in the bowl.
I think he's getting there.
In the spirit of ambrosia, it is. It's like a dump cake, but gelatin. But like make it jello. Right? And so in that spirit, he, checked the box on that way.
Check your roasted banana box.
So roasting bananas with the skin on?
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I think that would be...
Well, keep the color of the banana and you still get some flavor of it.
Yeah. But that just seems like a really smart way to really get that banana because I love a banana.
Much. Yeah.
I love a banana.
Much. Sherry's taking some chances. Anybody wanting like the oven not messed with when you've got 9 people in there? Like, excuse me, I need these 3 decks over here. Like, no, there's not enough for everybody.
Sherry, you're just not going to be able to supervise that oven temp. Even though there's literally 6 or 7.
It seems she's good, but she's still like, so I'm just going to crank it up. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I hate when y'all have to crank it up.
Because historically, cranking the oven up has not worked out for our people.
No, that's why you pray for the worst and hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
As she told us.
Yes, so she is praying for the worst and hoping for the best, which, you know what? Word.
I love it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can only go up from the worst.
Yeah. Justin hollering out that he needs somebody's looking for a can opener. He hits him up and he's like, has somebody got a dessert? Any dessert. I'll just take it. If somebody has a Snickers bar, we're putting it on. There's 60 of them right now. I find
him very charming in that way.
Has anybody got a dessert? Yeah. I'll take it.
I didn't say this earlier, but Oscar's Moldovan, what is it? That's Princess Diaries. That's not the right thing, but
the big bread pudding.
That's a bread pudding, which, speaking of low-key flex, I make a bread pudding every year, once a year. You know, so I understand the situation of it. Making a bread pudding and not putting it in the oven until the very last minute is a real dicey move. Especially, speaking of pan size, we all talked about pan size.
I thought you were only bringing that up because you knew it was leading to this.
Yeah.
The deep hotel pan, which we call them.
I did. I asked Jeff, I was like, what do you call that pan? Because it just takes a really long time for it to set.
He's doing the least moving around, and he's going in the largest thing. It's not a great combo.
He calls it the ugly duckling dish. And he said, I don't know how I love about this. He said, but it's like a East Coast 7, but a Midwest 10. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. It's
Oscar.
Yeah, I know. Help? I forgive him.
I'm scared. I wrote by Oscar. I wrote
sir.
With Dwayne's getting another Sabayon going. This episode of Top Chef, by the way, brought to you by the Sabayon Council.
The Sabayon Council.
That's right. They put in some hidden SponCon because every chef testant makes Sabayon.
A Sabayon is just cream? Just whipped cream?
No, it's a whipped egg whites and
so like a meringue.
Vinegar. Yeah.
A Sabayon is a meringue.
It's a frothy mix that you can like make into a drink, put it on a dessert. I mean, it's just a sauce by itself. So these could all be that.
What is the ideal consistency of a Sabayon?
I mean, when I say frothy, I mean that paints a little
right.
Picture,
so it should be like a cappuccino topping.
A little thicker than that, probably.
Okay. Yeah. So check your tone. Check your tone. Frothy could mean many things, sir. Okay. I'm just trying to get, because a lot of folks invoked the Sabayon.
Some multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really all over. So way to go. Cracker Barrel and them teaming up.
I mean, so this is when the folks start streaming in, right? These folks are nerding the fuck out. They are so starstruck, and you can just see like their eyeballs thinking like, what really, what question can I ask them? What really like intellectual, like what can I say to them that's going to prove that I'm the biggest Top Chef fan ever? You can just see them working themselves up.
Well, and then it doesn't help that they're doing their finishing touches. Yes. Like Sherry spinning cotton candy. Justin's learning how to use liquid nitrogen for the first time right here, halfway through Top Chef.
If I have learned anything from you during our coverage, is that never do a brand new thing in your like limited experience. Like, don't do that. And they really like zoomed in. He's like, I need a tutorial. Like, do I do like this? Do I hold it like this? How much do I put in it? And I'm like, oh my God.
He's just watching a YouTube video. Yeah. The balance of, man, I see you going for it and I love it. And wait, but why are you doing that?
Yeah, you don't have time.
Because it's gotta be hard if you start going in a different direction and that
60 people is a lot of people to have to cook for. And meanwhile, they are actively heckling you, which heckling in the nicest way.
They're coming right up to them.
Like poor Jen.
In their face.
Jen gets that guy with the glass and he's like, well, he tries to ask a real like intellectual question. She's like, well, what is the stress doing for you? And meanwhile, she's like sweating, trying to like plate. She's like, yeah, it's really wild. And it's like, dude, keep it moving. Like, she's busy.
Nobody said like, now we're open for like, just give it a second.
Yeah, they're milling around, just feeling real bold.
They're nailing it though, really. All of them. Dwayne is greeting everybody. Like I said, she's a big star. Sherry's got the cotton candy, having fun. Yeah, I said the nerds are nerding out.
Yeah,
you have one lady like it's more than a cooking show.
That's right.
And I'm with her. Hey, I've seen them. I've seen them all.
As you have heard, it is much more than a cooking show. Real quick, where are you at on cotton candy? Love it, hate it?
Don't really need it. I mean, I'm so happy it makes some other people.
Yeah,
it seems to make some people really happy.
It feels like a pretend food, right? It's like, oh, I see it.
It feels like it.
And then when I put it in my mouth, it goes away. And it just, I don't know. I don't love the cotton candy. And you know that my face sweats when I eat a lot of sugar or meat. So cotton candy's off the table for me.
So not good for you.
No.
I mean, I would want, like, if I was at an event like this and somebody, you're just doing one taste, I think, great, I'll check it.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it can be playful like that. Getting a sack full of it, I don't need that. No.
Well, I think back to last week's pork floss too, right? So we're not doing like pork cotton candy.
No, I mean, you can do that kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes me feel gross. It makes me feel gross in my stomach, but fine, moving on. Yes. Also, I misspelled coconut 17 times. I spelled it. And listen, y'all, I'm smart, I promise. But I don't know, for however quick I was taking notes, I spelled coconut wrong every single time.
You're looking at Gail Shorts.
Yes, I am. And her glassless face, she's looking real cute.
Kristen's got a good suit on. What do we?
Yeah, she always comes dressed for not the occasion she's at.
Something in the future, like something right. 40 years in the future is right. what she's dressed for.
She always seems like she just came from another event and she's like popping in.
There's a chef, Eric Repair of Le Bernardin. I mean, he's been a gigantic chef for years. He always seemed like when he comes onto a talk show, like he just came from 2035.
Yeah.
Like, well, this is what we're doing here. Because he was making takes on French classics that were just like so ahead of their time. And I'm like, he's not from here. He found a loophole.
Oh, he's from the future.
Yes. And I think Kristen may have.
Yeah, that feels right. That feels right. Really quick, Cindy has a question.
Yes.
What is a coulis? They're talking about Anthony's situation. What's a coulis?
It's a salt, usually a fruit cooked down and like whipped with a vinegar.
So what's an analog to a coulis? Like what would
sugar, like it's cooked down. I mean, it's just
because is it crusty?
It's like not quite a syrup. Like it's just
okay.
Thick fruity sauce usually.
Like molasses, like fruit molasses.
Most often you'll have like a flourless chocolate cake with raspberry coulis on it. Like that'll be the sauce that comes over it.
All right. Because I couldn't get my mind around what a coulis.
Yeah, I love a coulis. And you can do savory ones. I love doing that.
Yeah.
It's like a spice cake, apple butter. This is my kind of dessert. I love it. Some other people are loving it right away.
Melissa, Supergirl, is having a real hard time containing her excitement.
Oh, she's very much, she calls herself out on it.
Yeah, she looks directly into the camera many times, is just licking the bowls. You can hear her chops smacking. Like she was born for this. She was born for this guest star. She loves it so much.
I love when people from television or something come on, because you do see them kind of fan out. Like, I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah,
we're doing this.
That's exactly what she was doing.
I mean, we're in the place.
Madison and Craig did not get into the ditch like that. Like they were really too cool for school. I wish that I had seen them kind of loosen up a little bit, because Supergirl, she was in it. She just was wide-eyed and oh, this is so good. Oh, I don't know. I liked it. And I just don't know if she was the best guest host because she was so biased for the show.
Oh, I like seeing them excited.
Yeah, you like a fangirl?
Yeah, I like
it. Okay.
After that, we got Jonathan's take on the chocolate chess pie. There's your kumquat.
Kumquat. I spelled it right.
Here you go.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, it's kind of chocolate, three different ways. Lawrence doing that tres leches cake, which was the last thing he ever ate with his wife.
Right, but his wife's not dead, y'all.
No, but it sounded like it for a moment.
He mentioned it several times. This is the last meal we ever had before I left.
Anyway, it's a coconut cookie on the side.
She's not dead, everybody. She's absolutely at home watching him. She's not in the beyond.
Yeah. We got a nice little interstitial of Oscar, whose turn really isn't coming up.
No.
He's the only one they just go to for no reason.
Yeah.
Who's just got a big old pan of the bread pudding. He's being a great salesman, as he said.
Yeah.
I mean, he's working it.
He's a
verbally, he's doing it great.
That's the play. If you are unsteady about your
ball with
right,
it, man.
If you're unsteady about your dish, that is the absolute play to make, because in that deep, deep pan, we know the bottom third of that's all egg, right? Right. And so work it. I have a theory too, because Top Chef is a reality show and Bravo has to, play the game. I think Oscar's going to stick around for a while.
Yeah.
No matter his skill level, he is a fan favorite. Hi, Oscar.
Absolutely.
I love you so much.
Yes.
And so just for that very reason, he is going to make it a little bit farther.
Top Chef Blunt Rotation member Oscar on here.
Yeah,
he's throwing that out there.
He's going to stick around.
They go to Dwayne with the caramel cake. Like we said, a huge thing in this area.
Dwayne, did you see the caramel cake? Did you know that a caramel cake needed caramel? Were you where were you at in the caramel? Because
she was with coconut rice, the pancake, the
obviously
caramel that never really set as a foam.
Yeah,
kind of late,
and it just wasn't visually appealing.
No, this is like the first one where people are like,
oh, it looks like somebody already ate it.
Or like forgot to and let it sit out.
Yeah, like it just sort of like wilted.
Jen's Atlantic Beach Pie, though, comes back as a hit.
Yeah, flavor bomb.
Yep. Then Justin's Ambrosia. Tom called it both a hot and a cold mess. I wrote a bunch of notes, but
it's worse to be called a cold mess, I think, than a hot mess.
It is.
So I don't know anything about nitrogen. And Brooke asked me, have you ever eaten anything that was cooked with like the cold nitrogen? I don't think I have, but she likened it to like a freezer burn, which kind of just like blanches all the flavor.
It can,
Is that what happened? Do you think?
It's so cold. You can't taste anything.
So is that what happened with him? That he just sort of like removed any flavor that it was by freezing it like that?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I love that he took a shot. I hate it because you can tell he's just not jazzed about it. I mean, this is you're really you're down into the single digits remaining.
Yeah,
so I really hate it for him.
Yeah, and you can kind of see he has a very specific, dare I say, narrow like foodway education, and I think that coming out of that particular lane for him is he feels unsettled doing that.
Yeah,
because he could have taken that into a much more traditional like bread pudding. He could have done something that felt a little bit more kind of like resolute to the area, but I don't know if he has those tools in his toolbox.
Yeah,
and it kind of just like didn't go good for him.
I think that's another reason they make a good team. She's got the baking stuff down.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of other things going.
Mm-hmm.
There's Sherry's famous Sunker, one of your favorite family classics.
Well, while we were watching, I did look it up. So the Sunker is more akin to a cobbler because a buckle, I thought it was like a buckle.
Right.
And a buckle is like got like a streusel top. It's like a crumble, and that's not what it is. Enough about the Sunker. I know what it is now. Y'all go order one, but
she's also nervous about the crust.
Yeah, but I mean, it got okay though because it was like the pops of flavor is what they kind of kept noticing. It was this. So I think that was overall successful. A little undercooked is what they said.
Yeah, Gail said that. I thought this sounded like something I would love, though. And here's the big reveal from Oscar.
Oh, my God. Did you know?
Yeah.
Did you know that it had broken whipped cream? Did you know? Because if you didn't, you're going to know by the end of the episode.
You hear it not once.
Not twice. 4 times, y'all. This man was so Tom was so distracted by the broken whipped cream. And I love it that Supergirl was like, listen, I don't know what broken whipped cream is, but like it tastes good to me.
The creaminess, yeah.
She's like, it tastes good to me. I don't know, broken whipped cream from nothing. So I think that is kind of zeroes in on the disparity between like the judges and like the normies.
Yeah.
Because something can taste good and not be as technical as it needs to be. And I think that maybe she did good in that area, that she was kind of like bridging the gap a little.
This seems like if this gets cut in half and like baked in 2 pans, he might be at the fucking top.
Look though, that pan was 8 inches deep. Like you need to cook that for an hour and a half, sir. Like you do not have the time.
We close out with banana pudding getting mixed with a tiramisu.
Banana masu.
There's no need for that. There's no need for that. A banana tiramisu will do just fine.
You don't like banana masu?
I love synergy names. Let's go.
Banana masu is not yours.
No, I don't need that.
Okay, all right.
Someone here in town used to do a mix of a churro and a tiramisu and had the tiramisu. Now that's
I'll allow it. Yeah,
and it was dope.
Does banana have too many syllables for it to feel good to your ears?
It just doesn't feel right.
Okay.
And we just kind of get it like, here's what Brandon did. Like, it's a take on a classic, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And it was very classy.
I mean, it sounds great. This would be near the top of my list as far as things
I don't know. Because like the whole thing, bananas and coffee, I don't know, but whatever. But it was real classy how they had to vote. They put like chips in a box and it was very sort of like streamlined and,
it's for a 258th anniversary.
Yeah,
you
obviously.
Blow it out.
What would Queen Charlotte think?
Well, hopefully she was impressed with the decadent desserts.
Well.
The Superfans are gathering around. This is like the after party.
Kristen has to corral them. She's like, y'all, get to the side. We're about to make an announcement. Y'all handle it. Get together.
Everybody wants to talk to Kristen and Gail, and then like everybody puts up with Tom. He's like, hey, actually, let me tell you.
Well, I feel like Tom has a very intimidating presence. So they want to say hi to Tom peripherally, but do not want to engage because he might hurt their feelings. Right? Yeah. Kristen and Gail are never going to hurt anybody's feelings. Tom, on the other hand, is be like, ugh, I can't. So, he must be delightful to have at dinner parties. I would never invite this man to a dinner party. What is he going to say about my pot roast that I cooked for 8 hours? Like, no, thank you. He's going to hurt my feelings. It's
likely.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, though. The Superfans get their top 3 out there.
Which seems very obvious. So this has been our top 3 many, many weeks.
Many weeks. Mm-hmm. The winner by one vote, a very close one to Anthony. He is hyped. You love to see it. Like I said, the numbers are dwindling. This is great.
Yeah.
And sorry, Banana Masu, for not making it in the top 3.
Oh, God.
Back to judges' table then. They all just kind of echo the same for Anthony. Like, it's looking real good for him. I mean, that's kind of it.
Yeah, he's consistently, like, he may not be super out there in terms of, like, innovation and new and interesting things, but he makes consistent, good food.
Right.
He consistently stays to the task at hand. He is, like, the workhorse of the group. You can count on him to deliver what he's asked and make it yummy. And I think, like, if anything, that's kind of like the way you're going to win.
Yeah, and when he harkens back to, like, stuff cooking with his grandma, like he has a couple times, he tells it in such detail, like, this is what I learned, and this is what it's supposed to taste like. He's not just like, yeah, I made it with my grandma one time. Like, there's a real story to it,
he
and you
has
feel it.
An air of a person who spent a lot of time, like, playing,
Warhammer.
Yes. And, it's like there's a tenderness about him that feels like the world it could be cruel to him if it was a different situation. Like, I just want to gather him up
with meaning for sure.
I want to gather him up and be like, you're protected. You're okay.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Our bottom 3s we've seen at least 2 of them a few times, but Oscar, Justin, and Dwayne.
Oscar says he has decision fatigue. Sir, you must not have children because, like, come on. What is this show if not decisions? Like, what did you think it was going to be?
It's still a lot coming at you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
walk in the park.
Yeah. Yeah. But, Tom's real mad about broken whipped cream, sir.
Yeah, I know. Anything with the whipped cream, Sunday?
I mean,
anything you want?
He quite literally puts his head in his hands and is like, ugh. And even when he's talking to the Superfans, they're like, oh my God, I really love, like, Oscar's thing. He's like, even with the broken whipped cream, like, back off, dude. Let them like what they like.
That's what I meant by them putting up with Tom. We're all like, dude, we're here to talk to these ladies.
Like, let me like what I like, dude. God.
Go fetch your scarf and get out of here. And they go in the liquid nitrogen was the problem.
Oh,
okay.
And
we've heard it.
The toppings on the bottom was not a great play either.
Dwayne was the biggest question. Like, how did we get here? Everyone else was like, there was something to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, when you start with like, how did you get here? That's a big one.
Kristen's so diplomatic. She's like, so Dwayne, just remind me how we got here. Just real diplomatic that way. So, it was nice. But they'll have to go back, and those moments while they're waiting for the deliberation must be the most tense. They don't they don't seem tense, right? Because I guess for cameras or whatever, but like it must be really nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully by this time you've got people that keep their cool pretty well, they've made it this far. Justin, you always have like Oscar's been on the bottom a bunch, but it's still cracking jokes.
Yeah, he's Justin said he's like rented an apartment and got him a pull-out couch. Yeah,
getting cable.
Yeah, that's right. Jen has a face thing now.
That's exactly what I called it. Was a face thing. It looks rough. I mean, maybe the pain of the shoulder is creeping up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we know from later she does not have a stroke. So if you don't make it to the end, she doesn't have a stroke.
Yes,
but Justin calls her out. He's like, "What's wrong with your face, Nick Nolte?" Or
that's Gary Busey.
Sorry. I had a 50-50 shot.
Different whack job. All right. All together.
I had a 50-50 shot of getting it. And I was like, damn, whisper that to her in private. Don't say it out loud, dude. Jesus. But maybe it was to further the situation so she could tell everybody. So we would all know. Because we did notice there was like a Bell's palsy situation happening.
No one's going to be surprised if something else is going on with her. She's in some big pain.
Yeah, which is a bummer, man. That's a real bummer.
Bummer coming up. Yeah. They get back out there to judges. Justin's told to pack his knives. And Supergirl not ready for the dejection.
She does not like it. Supergirl hates sending folks home.
She did not wear that well.
Yeah, she didn't want it. But like Supergirl, you've watched the show, right? Like you know how it goes.
Oh, I've heard it. There's so many people who have had that. I mean, like even tough chefs come on and say like, "This is rough." In front of people like this.
I hate to see Justin go against fucking Rhoda. Like I love him. He is very charming, but.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well, we think he's saying bye to Jen and headed to Last Chance Kitchen at this point.
But,
that's exactly what we think.
Yeah, so, ...
All 8 are told to come back into the judges' table with Kristen. Jen's face is the first thing they're talking about.
Yeah.
Always comforting.
And also, too, her husband or her partner literally just went home.
Yeah.
She's in all this pain. Like, there's a lot happening. And for Gail to be like, "Hey, girl, you good? What's wrong? You okay?" Like, maybe just ignore me a little bit while I cry in private.
Yeah.
But it's very challenging, her position to be in.
But Kristen has to let them know it's time, Sunday. It's
time
for Restaurant
Wars. That's
2
right.
teams of 4, a brand new concept in 36 hours. You have to assign all the positions, a 3-course menu with 2 options on each. And then they start dividing each other up.
Before that, Sunday has a question.
Yes, please.
In your opinion, which is the harder job? Executive chef, floor manager, or line cook?
For this, your executive chef wears the most responsibility.
Because they have to
they're the ones delegating. They're the ones balancing, fronting.
Not floor manager?
Floor manager is big because they're greeting.
They're letting
people know. Right.
Yeah.
And if things are taking a while, they have to let the people know exactly what's coming to them, what's going on. They're the face of the place. So also tough. When letting it be 4-on-4, they're all big.
Yeah.
You're 25% of the operation.
4-on-4 seems like a really small team
to
take this on.
And when I say they've got to build a new restaurant, they go to a decorator.
Yeah.
They get stuff put up. They have to, be in a brand new kitchen.
So we get the teams, right? Like they sort of divide themselves. They get to kind of, designate their own selves. Team 1 is the twins, Jen and Oscar.
Yeah.
And then team 2 is Dwayne, Sherry, and Lawrence and Anthony. So interesting, this little snippet where I don't know if it was Dwayne or whatever, talking about Sherry, about how everybody has got their eye on her because she's a beast in the kitchen. And yes, you said that from the very first week.
Yes.
She hasn't necessarily kicked the gate down and just been a complete juggernaut. But if you listen to the other chefs talk about her, they are always kind of in awe of what she's doing. So I think she might be the one to watch. Between her and Anthony, maybe Lawrence, I don't know. They're the ones to watch.
I think she's doing stuff with a lot of detail, in the same amount of time. She's not throwing things together haphazardly a lot. She's great to watch.
I also don't love Top Chef's propensity to keep us on the hook because
there's always a twist.
There's going to be a big giant prize, but we're not going to tell you. And then last week,
we don't even know a twist, right?
Right. Well,
they tell them to do takeout orders.
Takeout orders is so stupid.
No thanks.
That's so stupid.
They really haven't been huge on there hadn't been all that gimmicky this year, but that's a huge gimmick.
No.
I do not care for.
Takeout orders, and I'm so sorry to insult anyone, but takeout orders is just freaking admin.
There's enough here.
Right.
This is enough.
Stop making them do clerical work.
Yes.
Okay? That's just an added bureaucracy that we don't need.
Are we coordinating with,
Yeah.
a driver service, and that's what's bringing in, and these people need to establish like a presence on an app and all this stuff within this amount of time.
Next week is going to be
We need
sponsored.
an IT department now.
Next week is going to be sponsored by like DoorDash or Uber Eats or something in that area, probably, right? Because it has to kind of like weave in.
One would think.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense. But just tell us the goddamn prize. Who wins? Don't leave it secret. Like, for fuck's sake, just tell me.
And there's a twist to come.
Yeah. On top of the takeout?
I think so.
No, let these people just cook.
So Jen
goes
to see the manicure.
Yeah.
Kristen has to come tell Justin that she's out of the competition.
She is dressed like she's been in the bed for 2 hours. Okay? Like, she's got her hat on backwards. She's got her gray sweatpants on. She's like, listen, Justin, I got some news. And the news is not great.
No. He's pretty upset, obviously. Says she really deserves to be here. Kristen and he are trying not to get too emotional.
Well, I kind of wish we had known, like, what the diagnosis is. She told us she's not having a stroke, which thank goodness. But, like, them being so ominous, like, oh, we've had to ask her to leave. This is just not the best thing for her. Like, that's really ominous.
Yeah, I mean, they may not know exactly what's going on. Just not a stroke doesn't mean you know exactly what it is.
I know, but I'm saying I wish they had told us.
So, and then, I mean...
Justin gets real emotional.
He has to go home, though.
Well, okay. So, maybe.
No,
listen,
he has to.
Hear me out. Could they punt his decision until she gets a diagnosis?
No.
Could it be stress?
They've already punted for her.
I know, but I'm saying... in terms of his decision, if it's stress or if it's some like very minor thing and they just send her away, like, yeah, go on home, rest up, put you an ice pack on it. I'm going to stay here and chill out and I will bring home the money. Like, I just think that calling it that early is premature.
I think you're scared with the situation in your eye. You're on the other side of the country. You took a risk being on here together in case something like this happened. So
yeah,
but he's got to go.
I
respect it. I respect the decision.
Yes, it does. But if it was me, I probably would have said, no, stay.
I like that better than I do delivery orders. We don't need.
Yeah, for sure. But they're going to ask her back. She is welcome to come back any old time. So I feel like she wanted him to stay and do it because she was like, well, you got to do what's best for you. I feel like she's a grown adult. She can take care of her own health. It's fine. I'll go home and like convalesce and you handle it on Top Chef. But whatever. Different. Everybody's relationship is different.
Right. Bunny out. That's it.
Yeah.
So we're guessing Seeger and Rhoda.
Right.
And LCK.
But Justin has some kind of play. I haven't watched LCK yet. Have you?
No.
Okay. So then this is just like complete conjecture.
Right.
But last week they did it so like, I don't know, cryptically, where Rhoda had to do whatever and Seeger wasn't there. So this coming up week, we have Rhoda, who's been there, Seeger, who was eliminated, and now Justin. So if Justin is, going to convalesce with his wife, so is it Seeger and Rhoda? Because like that feels like a better matchup than...
I wasn't expecting convalesce to come up.
Well,
twice.
That's what she needs.
Yes.
But my money is on Rhoda from both of these matchups. Whether it's Seeger or Justin, my money's on Rhoda.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, like obviously.
Well, like I said, I was about to put her back in, our rankings here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. And like, I made some notes for next time, but it doesn't make any sense. It just says, okay, next, shut up, Tom, twin fight, 40-minute wait. It could go any which way.
It's restaurant. Those are the clips for the upcoming restaurant wars every year.
Yeah, okay.
That is pretty much the exact.
Yeah.
I mean, someone's going to be waiting a while. Yeah.
That's brutal.
Twins don't always fight. I don't think they fight.
I don't know. They were snarky. I need it. Like,
I was going to say, you've been watching like 8 weeks of a show on Bravo and no one's arguing really been
patient. And if it's brothers, that's the most
that's
vicious.
why you don't want him to go home. So it starts some shit.
I need them to like get into the mix.
All right. Speaking of getting in the mix, let's get into the ranking.
Okay. And we're getting dwindled down now. It's getting harder and harder because, to evenly divide them.
Yeah. You've only got to have at least 2 in each one.
Okay. I have 3 in my top, but in terms of defeated,
yeah,
I just have twins.
That's it.
That's
All right.
it.
I only have Jonathan, and
Jonathan was the banana pudding?
No.
No. That's why I put twins. He was
chocolate chess pie.
Chocolate chess pie. Got it. Okay.
Put Oscar down there.
How dare you?
He's just been down there.
He's too charming.
I have to put.
They're not going to kick him.
I have to pick someone.
Yeah, I put both of the twins down there.
I do have Brandon and seated along with.
You have Brandon and seated?
Yeah.
Come on, that's too generous.
Oh no, and waited.
Yeah, that feels right. I was going to say that feels more right.
Pardon me. And waited along with Dwayne, who please get it back together. Please get it back together.
Yeah.
I know you have it, so please do that.
She's got the yips right now because she's had a couple of tough episodes, and so she's really like trying to figure out how to like get her feet underneath her. But I also have Dwayne in weeded.
And I actually have Sherry here.
In weeded?
It was very close, but I do have her in weeded.
Oh, I don't know. I went for defeated, obviously twins. Weeded is Oscar and Dwayne.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then seated, Anthony, Lawrence, and Sherry.
I have.
Those are Avi.
Anthony, Lawrence, and I put Rhoda on there.
Just guessing. You can't mix it up at the end until we get the green light that Rhoda is back on the scene.
I have her in parentheses.
Well, you can't. You didn't say parentheses. That does not seem a fair addition. So you put Sherry in weeded in lieu of the imaginary Rhoda?
Yes.
How dare you? Apologize to Sherry right now.
Wild card.
Well, we should add wild card to the list then.
We're getting there.
Okay. All right. Well,
season 2.
Okay. I'm just going to write wild card because you're real convinced. It feels like Jeff knows something we don't, but he doesn't. We've seen the exact same amount of minutes.
No. We'll be back for the next time we get together to discuss what happens on LCK. We'll discuss this week's cook challenge.
That's right.
And we will have some recommendations.
Yeah, I already know what I'm going to do.
From our sectors of pop culture.
Queen Charlotte inspired me, so I already know what I'm going to do. All right, y'all.
Oh, and it's not Bridgerton?
It's not Bridgerton because that'd be a little ham-fisted. So find us on socials and come back around, y'all.
Thanks, y'all. This episode of A Top Chef Pairing is brought to you by Bramble. Bramble makes pickles, relishes, and other genuine Southern food that can give you a leg up on the competition anywhere or help you recreate what you see on Top Chef right in your home. Visit brambleinajar.com today to order from our selections, including things from this season, like pickled green tomatoes, chow chow, pickled carrots, and more. For genuine Southern food, it's brambleinajar.com. That's BRAMBLE in a jar.com.